Good morning. So I have a question for you, or just a thought for you to ponder. Feel free to respond if you'd like. I love the engagement, so absolutely feel free. But my question to you is, and one that I've been posing to myself all morning. It's only 10:01 Eastern, so depending on when your morning starts, mine started around 5:30. So I woke up frustrated because I probably broke a cardinal rule as it relates to checking emails and messages in the middle of the night. I probably should have been trying to focus on getting more rest as opposed to checking messages. And so I had a weak moment, and I've been anticipating a response from a professor on a project that I have been working on. It's a speech-related project where I needed to do a presentation about a different culture. It could be whether it's mine or any culture, to be honest with you. The idea is to measure my ability to capture an audience, certainly mention references or quotes throughout the speech, and being able to maintain a time of 3 to 5 minutes. And so my speech went a little bit over 5 minutes. I was absolutely frustrated because everything that is wanted and warranted in the speech takes a little bit of time to get through because there's about 10 different categories of information that you have to cover. So I tend to be a little bit long-winded. I totally understand and agree with that, but I think the technicality of 3 to 5 minutes was not clearly spelled out. And so when I saw my grade, I was livid. I was absolutely frustrated. And I always go in, I always look to advocate for myself. And so I did reach out to my professor yesterday to ask the question, why did I get the grade that I was expecting to get? I don't think the tone of the email was the best. It probably could have been nicer, but it was very direct and to the point. And I explained, my thought process and understanding 3 to 5 minutes. There was no strict cutoff for the time other than saying it has to be within 5 minutes. So mine was 5 minutes and 10 seconds. There was a 10-second delay within the video because one of my sources did not load within like a split second just due to connectivity issues on the campus. So it's nothing that I had control over, but I was very frustrated. And so I checked my email, and when I didn't see the response I was hoping for, I immediately got upset. And then my morning just started off wrong. Everything irritated me from that point forward. The fact that I had to get up in a very short amount of time. I hadn't gotten any rest, and now I was stressed. My heart was beating really fast. I had a lot of anxiety. My body was hot. Like, even though the air conditioning was on like 74, I got up several times to check it, but it was so hot. Like, I think my body was just like reacting. I was so angry. I have been working months on this speech, and to find an audience was absolutely difficult because, everyone has a life. And so to be able to pull that off, it takes a lot of coordinating of schedules to get everyone that you need, the exact amount of people that you need in the same place at the same time. So needless to say, my morning was absolutely frustrating. And now I'm going to need to redo the speech all over again in order to get the grade that I want. Because I tend to overachieve, I'm gonna get the grade. I'm gonna do everything I can to try. However, I will say, I initially just felt like absolutely not. I'm not redoing this. I felt disrespected. And the reason that I'm posting this is because I want you to think about, those times where you just feel frustrated and that you want to throw in the towel. It's great to take a step back and think about the true impact of your actions and how it's either helping or hurting you. You see, the easy point is for me to just say, I'm not doing it. But what does the professor have to lose? Nothing. As the student, I have a lot to lose. So it's important for me to take a breath, breathe, think about what my next steps will be, and strategize on how to get the assignment done and move on. So hopefully this is able to provide some practicality to your day. If you run into something, we are all bound to, that frustrates you and you want to react, stop, breathe, give yourself some time to work through the emotions, and then strategize your next move. What I should have done is, instead of responding to the professor with frustration, I should have just redone it, right? But I wanted her to know that I felt she made a mistake. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what my opinion is. She sort of has the final decision, unless I can prove that what she's doing is unfair. Of course, the part of me that's, extra, I will certainly search high and low. But it's going to take a lot more effort than to just strategize a way to get it done, right? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that I submit it so that the quality of work that I always submit is exactly what she'll have. So we all have our moments. We all get frustrated. And especially when you're extremely passionate and you put a lot of work into something, that's very normal and it's common. So don't be hard on yourself. In fact, it's a testament to how much you care when you get frustrated when things don't necessarily go the way that you planned. But that's okay. Take a moment, stop, think about it, and strategize for success. I hope you have a better day than I had this morning. I hope to have an even better afternoon, and I'm sure that I will. It's always a pleasure, though. Thanks for listening, and certainly feel free to engage if you have anything you want to add or provide a perspective. This is A Better You by Twinetta, coming at you live. Have a fantastic day. You got this.